Journal entry number 8. We're here. What is it that you love most about the city, town, or state that you call home, that you reside in? I noted in there that we can truly get caught up in the hamster wheel of life to where, oh, my home is just my home, or this is just where I grew up. And it's like, dang, like, what do you appreciate about it? And that's why I would love for folks to just step back and just really look around and think about the area that you call home, that you're residing in currently. Home for me, my home is my home in the town that I live in my house with Kenny and Ace and my mother-in-law. My home is where I work 8 hours a day and also take care of my mom, which is her house, which is where I grew up. They're two completely separate areas. They're like 15 minutes apart from each other. And what I love about where my mom is, it's an established neighborhood in the community. And I went to the high school here that's across the way. The neighborhood is so friendly and so traditional. It's a mixture of people my age as well as a lot of elders. And you see them walk. You see the couples outside walking early in the morning. It's so cute. And it's always been that way since I was a little girl. I love the big trees. The fact that the houses are not cookie cutter. They're all different, which means no HOA. I love the community feeling. The little strip mall across the way with all its little shops. I love the farmers market that they have on Saturdays for a few months in the summer into the fall, just right across the street. I love the convenience of the location and everything. Everything is so close and convenient. It's pretty nice. It's pretty dope. And then where I live, it's funny because my family actually moved to that town when they first moved here from Texas in the 80s. And it used to be a migrant camp. And then now we own a house on the land that my family first moved here to work. Think about, you guys have all seen La Bamba, right? Okay. Think about the opening scene. That's a migrant camp. All right. They're all in the field. You got all these tents and all this stuff. And then you got Richie's mom over there making tortillas and cocinando la comida. You got Bob cruising down on a motorcycle. Then you got, Richie and all the kids over here. That's exactly what it was. And we purchased a house on that land. And it was an absolute blessing. And my grandma, when she first came and saw it, she just had tears in her eyes. Like, she didn't let them loose, because Juanita does not really let them loose, but it was like looking around, because right when we first bought the house, they still had the washing stations, so everything was still cemented in, where they had the women's showers and toilets and whatnot, basically a locker room, and then where they had the men's across the way. All of that was still behind my house. And my grandma was like looking, and my uncle was over, and my mom. And my mom loved it. She was so happy. She was so excited because she's always wanted to go back there and live there. And my uncle was very proud. And he just, my Uncle Lou, he was like the most nonchalant, like, dude. And he's like, looking around out there, like, and all he was saying was, yep, memories. And then my grandma looked at me and she's like, mija, aquí empezamos la vida. Y mira, ahora, if you don't know Spanish, it means Mija is like baby girl. So it's like baby girl. This is where we began life here. And now look at where we are. So that was very touching and honorable moment, because I'm technically first generation. So to know that, you know, we made that happen, it's like, dude, your family used to work, used to live here and work on this land, and now you actually own a piece of it. It's like everything they did and went through and sacrificed was not in vain. And so my home is so special to me because of that, you know, and I love it. I love my home. I love all the trees in the back. I love the coyotes I hear howl at night. I love the owls I hear. I absolutely love the fresh air. I love the fact that in the hot, hot summer, I can smell lavender and blackberries. No joke. No joke. Lavender and blackberries everywhere. I love that. In the fall and winter, you smell wood burning everywhere. And pine trees, especially when you get fresh rain. I love the fact that it's still held together like a small town. I love the fact that it has its own little celebrations, that the community library, it has programs to incorporate the community together, to bring it together. I love the fact that it's out the way. I grew up in the city a lot. And I grew up just always being around a lot of people. And I love the fact that my home is out the way. It's far, but it's not too far. I love the fact that there's privacy. Even though I got neighbors, it's like there's still a sense of privacy. And it's so peaceful that I've been blessed with great neighbors. And that there are farmers markets, that there are local little farms super close by where I can get fresh produce grown locally and organically, that I can grow my own produce in my yard. My beloved, one of the best gifts, he built me a planter box, a huge planter box underneath our deck. I'll share it someday. It's so big, and it was the most beautiful gift ever. Because your girl got a little green thumb. She got 2 green thumbs. And I love to plant things and talk to my plants and nurture them and see them grow. It's so relaxing and so beautiful. You see all the leaves change colors. There's a creek running behind it. And it has so much beautiful foliage. Birds be holding concerts in my neighborhood. I don't know how many different types of birds there are, but I know there's tons of them. And they hold little concerts. Like literally, Ace and I will be outside walking and you hear these birds going at it, just singing the most beautiful songs. The hummingbirds, oh my goodness, the hummingbirds, beautiful. Dragonflies, beautiful and colorful and so large. There's just so much to be grateful for surrounding me there. And that is my home. And that is everything that I love about it. That's why I said, my mom's house and my house might be 15 minutes away from each other, but it's 2 separate things, but there's so much to still love in both places. I just want y'all to really appreciate and look with eyes of gratitude at what you have around and what you really love about your home. The drives home, you see the sunsets in the fields. The sun's bright over here at my mom's house, and then by the time I get home, it just starts selling a little. There's beauty in everything. Yeah, I got some cool responses on this one from a few people, and I really love it because it's true. You tend to just roll through life, drive home like, oh, this is just my house. You're not, sitting back on your drive home or on your way home, however you commute there, like looking around and really like taking it all in, like, dang, you know, like I love this house, or like I love this person's lawn. It's like appreciating everything around you. And it's about finding the good everywhere around you. And so the things we become the most numb to are the things in front of us, because we always think it's going to be there, and it's there. So I hope you get to look around today. I hope you got to look around while you were journaling and just really see the things that make you smile about the place you call home. And thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.